Alright, once again, blue side, I'm playing Maokai. I got third pick, third pick, I think. And let me put this on pause while I sort of get things set up. Now we had a Shaco in the jungle, I'm up top, we had Veigar mid, we had Thresh assisting, and Vayne ADC. So, overall, not necessarily the best team comp. Now, I wasn't 100% sure whether it was going to be Kayle or Kayle against me. I probably should have gone for more magic resist with my masteries and runes, but I realized I hadn't. I had gone for more armor than anything, so I don't have really very good magic resist, but I do realize this right away going in, so I know that I'm going to need sustain. I'm also going to need fairly early magic resist if I'm going to do this at all well. Now this game I'm actually going to leave open because my job in this game is to be a tank.
A summoner has reconnected.
I'm kind of curious what the other team was doing. I go for Crystalline Flask and some pots. And basically, my job is to keep Kayle from split pushing down our, all the way our lane into our base. That's my one and only real job, and not to die, and to get a kill if I can, but that's obviously pretty hard. I did go defensive masteries as well. I took teleport. I don't have a lot of kill potential there. So I start off in the top lane. Now here's another problem. We don't have Veigar, we don't have Shaco yet. They both do come up here, but pretty late. It's a little iffy. So yeah, so fortunately red team doesn't go for an invade. Rengar is going for his red first, and Leona's just kind of hanging around there blue. Akali's hanging around mid. Now, Kayle is a pretty common ban nowadays, and there's a reason for that. When the Ascension mode came, and she was like the strongest single champion on that, a lot of people got a taste for her, and she is strong on this map as well, and so she gets picked a lot, and she also gets banned a lot. And maybe it should have been banned this time, too. I see that Shaco's heading up towards blue. I toss one of my little buddies there. It probably does nothing. It probably is just a waste of mana, but whatever. Okay, with Shaco getting there late, I really did not want to fall behind the. I by now knew it was not a Kayle. I was going to be up against Kayle. I wanted to get this Kayle now. Fortunately, Rengar did go red first, which means Kayle gets to lane last. So I'm able to push this out a little bit. Now, of course, she's using her E, just like you'd expect. I'm pretty tanky, but I don't want to be taking free harass, so I'm backing off. I'm taking a little damage, but nothing too bad so far. Now, I'm going to be working on heavy E ability. I want to be able to throw my bombs, basically. Unfortunately, it's not that great a harass. I mean, even if you land it perfectly every time, so both the landing damage and the explosion damage goes off, because it's a 10-second delay, it's just not that much harass. It's only so-so. So I'm getting my Q second. I'm basically going to harass her every chance I get with my E. That's my plan. Every time she's near a minion, especially, so I can do extra damage to the minions. I'm also trying to push out the wave, so if Kayle's not nearby, I do usually throw it towards either the front lane or the back lane. But usually the back lane, unless I think it'll help me CS the front lane. So I'm obviously missing CS. I'm not doing great. I'm fighting against Kayle. This is a pretty tough CS lane. So, alright. Yeah, let's look around some of the other lanes now, because this is basically going to be farm for a while. Shaco's now going after his red. He's gotten some pretty decent farm. He's no health now. Unfortunately, in the middle lane, Rengar goes in, gets the assassination. And yeah, so interesting though Kayle had not done enough damage for a while, so she does not get an assist. Still, it's a big help for her to be able to push out the wave for free. hopefully make a, you know, Vygar lose some experience and gold. Alright, and in the bottom lane, Thresh is going back kind of early if you ask me, because Vayne is on half health. The enemies are doing great. And there goes a stun, you can bet that, and there she goes. So, no Thresh means no ADC, so that was bad. I honestly feel Thresh should have hung in there a little longer and waited. I don't know what he buys, but it's not worth it. So, meanwhile, you know, basically whenever I run out of mana or get low on health, I have to come back. Now I've already used my pots, it looks like. Yeah, I've got my teleport, so I know that I can come back, but I know I'm gonna have to. Now, I don't know Rengar's there because I haven't had... It's been a little crazy, and I haven't been pushed up, so I haven't been warding. So he comes in, he's doing lots of damage to me. I'm just trying to get out of there. I'm gonna turn around and do the knockback, which helps, but I've been ignited, so I knew that was the time to flash. Get Rengar's flash as well, though. And he has to get out of there without getting the kill on me. However, Kayle is going to get some free harass on the turret. So overall, not so great for me. Alright, now I get the first... I'm heading towards a Rod of Ages, so I get the very first parts of that. I would have loved to have been able to hang on and get the actual first full piece of it, but couldn't. So I couldn't get the catalyst. So I push this out. And I'm gonna, yeah, I just do exactly what you expect I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna try to push this wave. I'm marking her gone. Now Rengar's heading down bot lane. It's a 2-0 red team, so this is not looking good for us already. Could be worse. And now it's getting worse, because there goes Vayne. Thresh is also in trouble. He burns his flash. Red team's just gonna push this out. Thresh, I'm not sure if he's gonna head back or not, but Shaco, I mean, he's hasn't really done too much yet. He hasn't really, not that I've seen. He hasn't really gone for ganks, nothing like that. So, in the top lane now, I'm more or less happy because her E is getting strong around now. I'm pretty happy to be letting her push towards the wave. Nice little combo by Thresh there. Still not enough to get a kill, just enough to burn a flash. So Tristana burns her flash, not too bad. Vayne's back. Maybe they can make something out of it, I don't remember. Top lane, see, I know that even with my AoE from my built-up E and so on, and my Q, I know that I missed Vayne totally that time. I'm going in. This is basically a test. I know I'm low on mana and stuff. I can use my crystalline flask if I need to, though. And I just wanted to see, okay, like how much damage do I put on her, and how much damage if I do my full combo plus my ult, and so on. So Maokai, hard to kill Vayne, but hard to be killed by Vayne. I know Rengar came up, but so far, you know, no one's been able to get a kill on each other. Which is okay by me, because frankly, if Kayle gets ahead, she becomes a real split-pushing nightmare. In the bottom lane now, they've managed to push things back. And she's getting some harass down on the turret. Okay. Nice little lantern. I must say, other than that early back, I must say this Thresh is doing okay. However, he's getting low. Nice little flay to get him away. Gets a... I don't think that's the Ignite, I think that's the Tristana ability. And is low, but they are staying in lane. Now, you can see we're just farming. I'm low on mana. Kayle could have gone more aggressive, but maybe she was afraid of a gank, and maybe she should be because Shaco is coming up here. I don't see a ward, so I don't think she knows about this. And Shaco's coming in. I was a little far back because she was banging away with her E, and so I am not really able to help out here. But we do burn her ult. I guess that's something. She doesn't have flash yet. She used it a while ago. Shaco taxes a bit, whatever. I thought it was a little silly, but okay. And Tristana gets a kill on our Vayne. Our Vayne is now 0-3-0, and behind on farm, ahead and a Tristana's 300. This is obviously a problem. Kayle gets Veigar in the middle lane, also a problem. So, things are looking really bad for our team now. It's 5-1, they're ahead by 2,000 gold plus. I'm even with Kayle and farm. Ooh, that's some heavy damage by the Kayle. Now this is kind of the... Nice. And unfortunately, that does mean dead Shaco. So, yeah, not so good. They've pushed up, the bottom lane has pushed up against our turret yet again. Harass, Thresh has been pushed back. Kayle's forced to get out of there at least, so... Thresh coming back finally gives him a little bit of pressure. He's the only one not down there now with full health. He's just trying to help push out the wave a little bit, I think. Okay. And here comes the Veigar with a nice little stun. There's the flash. Here comes the Kayle. Shield from the Thresh via the Lantern. Invisibility versus invisibility. Thresh is using all of his abilities, trying to do it as well as good, but unfortunately, the Kayle is just, or rather our Vayne, it just doesn't have enough health to be helpful right now. She's trying to get out of there. Veigar gets the kill. There's just one too many of our team down there, but you can see Rengar gets the kill on Thresh. Veigar gets the kill on Rengar, but then, yeah, it's a cluster. It's a cluster. So, it's a little nuts there. The only good thing, as far as I'm concerned, for our team out of all that is that Veigar got our kills. So he's now 4-2-0, and he will be getting stronger. So I'm pretty happy about that. Shaco is 0-1-2, not very useful. I'm doing what I can, but, you know, this is not... Kayle has a lot of damage, but it's pretty easily avoidable. You just don't get within range of her E and you're fine. I don't know why I'm even advancing her at that point, but at least she's respecting it. Rengar's coming in. I was sort of followed, but then I decided not to. I'm going to be going for a little harass here. There's my full combination. I see the exclamation point. So I'm hoping to get the kill on Kayle, but I cannot. I'm trying to just get out of there now. Pushed back with my Q. There's a lot of damage. I'm super low. The Q, I don't know if it hits me or misses me, but Rengar goes in too ham. Kayle backs off. Not enough to follow me. I'm alive, and I'm happy about it. I get the kill. I'm completely okay with that. So I bought my Catalyst. I also bought a Null Magic Mantle. I'm going for those Mercury Shreds, as you can expect. Basically, I'm going heavy magic resist in this game. I want some health. I think I get some armor eventually, maybe. I don't remember exactly everything I buy in this game. But I remember for sure that I'm going heavy magic resist. Especially since I didn't pick it up on my runes and masteries. But even if I had, I would still be going for more or less the same build. Alright, and there's this Veigar coming in for another roam. Helping out the bot lane. Gotta love that. They're pushing down, doing good damage. Pushing them back. Neither of them super low though. There's a nice Thresh hook. Oh, Flays are out as well. Good job. He goes down, but Tristana... so Tristana gets killed, but our Vayne gets a kill. Veigar gets a kill. Rengar gets the Vayne. And, yeah. Veigar's trying to get out of there, but too much damage, and he shut down. So Kayle gets a kill. That's obviously not good. Kayle's ahead on farm. She's 3-2-0. Veigar is behind on farm, but he is 5-3-1. Overall okay. I've got 1 kill, no assists. I've kept Kayle 0-0-0. I'm okay with that. I'm going back to lane. I am back in lane. How much? I must have just gone back to lane. I got the Mercury Straight. That's what I got that time. And, woo! He has to use some invisibility to get out of there. Kayle thinks of following, but realizes all she's going to be doing is following under a turret. That's not so good. And I'm not sure what Shaco does here, so let's find out. Is he looking for a gank? Nah, he's just going to get the blue. Now, I must say that even though I was worried about the Shaco because everybody kind of knows that Shaco's fall off really hard. Now I'm getting really low. I use my Q to push her back. And that's enough to keep me alive. Plus the tower. I do a little laugh. I don't always laugh at people in the game, but sometimes I do if I think it'll put them off a little bit. I only do it for the psychological effect, not because I want to be a jerk or anything. This is a series. I'm looking to get the heck out of bronze. I was not looking, you know, for anything other than an edge with that gold. Now I'm going to put in my full combo. Lots of damage going on her. Now, unfortunately, she goes invulnerable. She goes perfectly invulnerable right when I'm about to release my ult. That was a good choice by her. Now, unfortunately, Veigar and Thresh both go down to a Kayle. So that is not good. Shaco doing the damage. Gets the kill back, though, because of the turret, mostly. And lots of damage will be put down on the turret, unfortunately. I'm buying. I'm backing to buy. I'm not sure. I'm able. I decided to teleport this time because the wave was being pushed. Put everything I can out there. Get most of it. And like I said, it's not. That's why I'm keeping the. I'm watching a lot of the other. Oh, nice hook by the Thresh. Pulls him in as well. There's the ultimate. There's no escape for the Leona. Oh, unfortunately Thresh gets the kill. I'm not sure how. Maybe he kept autoing, but it would have been better if Veigar got it. But whatever. At least Veigar gets an assist there, and he gets a little farm time. Although Kayle is back now. Sorry, that's Rengar actually. Kayle's teleporting up. I see that coming. Obviously, it's not subtle. Now, she's going to go ham for me, but I'm sorry. I'm pretty tanky. I knock the Kayle back. She's made invulnerable. I do go down, and she's not quite able to get out from under in time, and I'm okay with that. So, I'm now 3-1-0. Kayle is 0-1-1. So, and we're completely even on farm, so I'm pretty happy with that. They're going for the kill there. They get the Kayle. Nice. Now, Veigar is starting to get big here. How much extra does he have on his Q now? 32. That's not very high. But he's still managing to do pretty darn good bursts there, so overall I'm pretty happy with that. It looks like he's working towards a first item Rab. Now, red team sees that Shaco's soloing the dragon. They ping on it, but he uses his clone really well there. Manages to solo the dragon and get away. Yeah, he's not smart if he's going to hang around there, but he at least makes her think about it. Ooh, there goes that's too much burst. See, Veigar does good burst too, but so does Kayle. Now, I've got the Rod of Ages. I'm happy about that. I just bought it. It's still at 000, so it's just starting to build up here. 17 minutes. That's not ideal. I mean, I would have loved to have gotten it earlier, but I wasn't able to get any kills. Wasn't able to roam and get any assists. It's all not so good. And yeah, Shaco on Kayle will win that every time, unless he's got his full abilities up, and I don't believe he did. Okay, so it's again. I'm 1-2 on my series. If I lose this one, I'm relegated again. I don't want to lose this, and we're behind. We're behind by 2,000 gold. We're behind in kills. We're behind in towers. Thresh is getting caught out. That's going to be yet another kill. And yet, I'm kind of I still feel very stuck in the top lane because Kayle keeps pushing things in on me, and I don't want to just lose. You know, I'm definitely looking to roam now, but I just don't want to lose, you know, have her push all the way up to our base by split pushing, because it's, you know, Kayle is super good at that. Here comes Rengar. He's coming in. I see it just in time. Fortunately, I happened to be turning away anyway, because I think Kayle looked like she was moving forward for her E. So that negates the gank. Yeah, we're both just getting farmed up. Kayle's a little ahead now, I guess because of my back or something. And mid lane, they're trying to push that out. Shaco's now doing some split pushing, and good on him. Now Shaco, as I was trying to say earlier, he falls off so hard. I was so worried about about having a Shaco at all. And then, you know, he fell behind. He's still behind, technically, 2-3-2. He's going for the Feral Flare. How many stacks does he have? He's got 25, so he doesn't even have his Feral Flare yet. Now he's looking to steal that. Mid lane, there's a big fight going on. Both of the carries get killed, but Vayne gets a double kill. That's fine. So she's 3-6-4 and way behind in farm, but starting to get a little stronger. She does have the Blade of the Rune King, and that is starting to make a little bit of a difference here. There's a nice hook by Thresh, along with the Flay to get him closer to the Vayne. However, Vayne's getting exhausted, gets killed by the Tristana. Nice attempt, but once the Tristana was there, they really needed to get the heck out and not try to get the kill. That is that. So 22-17. I'm looking for a roam, but then I realize, well, they're dead and there's really nothing I can do. So I resign myself to going back to farm some more. And I've gotten Kayle down. Now I'll go and do yet another combo on her. I'm just trying to put harass down her every time I can. It actually works pretty well. I must say, Maokai, I wouldn't exactly call him a counter to Kayle, but he definitely slows her progress in a much better way than many other tops do. Plus, I knew that we needed a tank, so Kayle manages to kill Shaco. He's now 2-4-2. It's just not looking good. Purple, red team is now pushing hard. In fact, sorry, that should be... Oh no, it shows red. Okay. It still shows purple up here, but whatever. It's red team. Red team is getting kind of further ahead, it feels like, although fortunately with that Shaco Dragon, it's pretty close. Now Veigar, let's see that, because actually Veigar got a nice little kill on the Kayle here, it looks like. So, it looks like our team acted like they were backing out, but Vayne's going in. Act like they're just going to farm the wave. There's a stun up, and that's just a straight up Veigar burst, just like you see so often against him. Yeah, if you're going against a Veigar in lane, I would say 100% you need tenacity. You need the tenacity boots. Veigar is getting real low here. He's trying to put some damage down. Thresh is just trying to get out of there. But there's a lot of them chasing, and it's not looking good. I got pushed out of lane. I start to come back, or maybe I was out of mana or whatever, I'm not sure. So I do teleport back. Things are going nuts in the mid lane, but fortunately they do decide to back off. How's Veigar doing with his Q stacks? 44, so not good. Not good at all. In the top lane, I'm being ganked. There's the Kayle again. She's really wanting to kill me. I see there's now multiples of them. I'm hoping for help. I do see Shaco coming, so I'm just trying to use my wave clear as best I can, so I don't want to be dove. I see Shaco going invisible, so I turn around. There's a Kayle. She's now taking damage because she was the first one in there. I see how low she is. I flash in hoping to get a kill on her, but I am forced to turn around. I put up my ult. Everyone's really low. Shaco does get Kayle, and Shaco gets the Kayle, so I'm pretty happy with that. And now I get the Leona, and Rengar finally gets the Shaco. He turns around for some reason. I don't know why he didn't think we were going to be there. Maybe he just figured we were too weak, he could run right past us, but we're not that weak. Veigar actually comes up from behind and gets the kill. We would have killed him anyway, I'm pretty sure. It would have taken a while, though. And, alright. Now, I ping on the turret, because I saw Thresh, maybe it was coincidental, but I say, hey, let's push down this turret. I really wanted this turret down, because if we get the turret down, I can start roaming, at least some of the time. And we do manage to get it down. The next wave comes in, we don't even have to back out. We get out of there. He throws me the lantern. I don't know why I take it, just for funsies. I actually still am backing, because I'm low on mana. I'm not going to be able to do anything if they come. Alright. So, Vayne was trying to split push, got killed. People love to do that. Don't know why. I mean, there's something to be said for split pushing, but Vayne's only at best an okay split pusher. And she's not strong enough. She's behind. You know, she's 394 and under-farmed. 23 minutes, 114 farm, that's 4. Tristana was starting to do the dragon, but she realizes the Kali's not helping her, so... I guess they're maybe they're looking for a steal, or maybe they just want the Rengar help. So, we show ourselves. They're coming in after us hard. Rengar gets to use his flash. Rengar... Oh, nice little Shaco juke there. Vayne apparently is completely freaking blind. Walks right into the 3 of them. Why the hell didn't he see that? Shaco's putting up a box and his clone. There's a nice little job. He gets the Akali. Oh. And he does get out of there. Thresh, for some reason, is hooking people when there's no backup. So he's forced to flash out of there. He ends up getting Shaco killed. Nice little shutdown by Thresh. He's pushing Rengar back, but he's gonna get killed. He does, but Vigar gets the kill back, so we'll call that worth. I'm finally coming down. I finally can come down. Now, Kayle did get our turret, but I'm finally able to do a bit of roaming. So as long as I'm able to protect our inner turret, I figure we're okay. So, I'm actually the one pinging to go to middle. I'm hoping to get some damage on Kayle, or, you know, or something. I do, and I do. I just want to see how strong I am. This is another test. I've got a Rod of Ages kind of built up. I've got my Banshee's Veil. I was just curious to see if I was able to do anything here. An invulnerable Kayle is pretty nasty. She gets the kill on Vigar, no big surprise there. So I just have to back out. What do I end up doing here? Do I end up pushing top? I think I do push up top. Okay, Shaco, good job once again, soloing the dragon. Thresh is now 2, 8, and 12. Lots of assists, so I'm happy about that, but 2 and 8, not playing safe enough or something if you're doing that. Thresh is not that tanky. I'm sorry, some people consider Thresh a tanky support, and I'm sorry, he's not that tanky. Now, I use my ultimate to relieve some damage, but I too take a ton. So that's when I realized I might have to be buying some more armor too. So I do actually have... Actually, I realized that earlier. I do have a cloth armor. I end up building it into something later. But I do get the Banshees first. And I'm kind of low. I'm just trying to protect the turret. That's all I'm doing right now, is I'm looking to protect the turret. I go in on Tristana, try to knock her back a little towards our turret. I kind of scare her, but that's it. Vigar, fortunately, getting the burst, killing the Akali in like one shot. We'll call that a bait. That's what I like to do when I'm tanking, is trying to figure out how much I can survive. So, Vigar and Thresh, well, the dragon's been gone down. I guess they're just gonna farm together. Shaco is up in the top lane. Like I said, Shaco falls off hard, but a Shaco who gets you dragons, you know, soloing, so we don't even have to do anything, who, like here, can split push and get some damage. He gets unlucky, you know, or whatever. Tristana's not able to... He had to get out of there because of Tristana. There goes the clone. He's able to get out. He's gonna get out for free. Fear box. Just close enough. She wasn't quite able to jump over it. Pretty cute, though. She tries. I'm trying to make it up there, because I see that this is looking like it could become a really nasty team fight. I do love the fact that someone put down a pink ward in the Baron for us. That way, we'll know if anyone's coming. There's some damage coming down. Here, I'm going in hard as I can. Putting down my ult. Forcing him back. I'm trying to kill Leon if I can. I'm getting low. I have to flash out of there. Unfortunately, that's 2 kills. I end up baiting the team more than anything, and I go in. Why go in there? I mean, granted a couple more low, but I should not have gone in. Absolutely should not have gone in. That was not the right thing to do. Tristana was on full health, so the best I could have done was traded 1 for 1. I should not have done that. Tristana's now 13, 5, and 7. You don't want to be against a Tristana who's 13, 5, and 7, especially when your Vayne is 4, 11, and 4, practically damage useless. So once again, I'm staring down the barrel of a relegation. So it's 36 to 27 in kills. We're behind by about 4,000 gold, 4.5 almost. And that's, and they managed to get our bottom lane. Now let me actually back up. Let's watch that. You can see there's two of them there. It's the Kayle and the Kayle. And Kayle fortunately goes down. You know, Vayne's actually healing up. She's got that Blade of the Ruin King. Shaco kills Rengar in the jungle solo. That's pretty good. So we lose the inhibitor. So now we're down an inhibitor. I see that Leona's pushing in on our base. Or not, yeah, well not our base, but our turret. I'm putting down all the damage I can. I want her dead. Oh, I get stunned by her ult. She's out of mana now. She's gonna play the bush juking game. I'm doing all the damage I can. I juked the wrong way. I thought she was gonna go the same way yet again. She goes the other way. And I'm just chasing her down now. Missed her with my Q just barely. I thought I had gotten enough distance, but the cast time screwed it up. And Veigar actually gets the kill. You know, I'm not really mad. Our Veigar's not full build yet. And he is pretty fed, 13, 8, and 3. I bet you he's still pretty horrible on that Q stacking though. 69. It's nice, but a lot of Veigars would be further ahead than that by now. Even bronze. High bronze. Alright, so with a couple of them down, we say, hey, it's time for us to go after Baron. So, we do take it down. And actually, just like the going after Dragon, the Shaco uses his clone to tank most of the damage. We're all full health. I don't know why we're backing like this. We should be, you know, using every second of our buff. At least I'm doing something useful here. I've got a 1,300 gold to spend. Shaco's got 3,300 to spend. Fresh is in trouble, and I see it. I'm trying to help out. I was hoping he'd just get out of there. But I would just wanted him to get out of there, not try to keep fighting. I don't know why he kept fighting. I just was trying to buy him time, but it didn't work because he didn't run away. So anyway, there's a fight up there going on. Shaco, they're trying to chase down Shaco, but he keeps avoiding them. But it's 3-on-1. So fortunately, we're just kind of burning our Baron buff. We're not really using it for a whole lot, except for a bit of split pushing. We've got Vayne down below. And she's behind, but at least she's trying to do something useful. You can see we've gotten both of those turrets at least. She's starting to get strong. She's got her Infinity Edge as well now. And Shaco is playing tricks on the red team. Lots of damage from that Kayle if you just let her auto-attack on you. He takes out her... Oh, he doesn't quite take out her thing. Went invisible on her. She knows he's there. And Tristana kills the Vayne, split pushing, so that's no good. Kayle helped out, so she had no chance at all. Shaco's going in hard after the Kayle. She uses her invulnerability, and they kill each other. There you go. Now, they're getting Dragon, so yeah, not good for us. They're up by 8 kills. They're now up by 2,500 gold. Not as much as it could be. Kayle's way ahead of me in farm. That's kind of to be expected. Kayle's one of the ultimate farmers with that E. You know, Maokai is only so-so. Veigar's doing what he can, but that's a 1-on-2. That was really bad. He should not have tried going on that. So we've lost a lot of... We've basically burned this Baron buff. We didn't get a whole heck of a lot out of it. Meanwhile, top lane, we saw a Kayle in that bush because of our ward. That was actually a ward I believe I placed earlier, I could be wrong. And we do manage to get her down. Just the two of us. I'm starting to do more damage.
Rampage.
And Tristana gets Kayle, so she's 17, 6, and 7. She's a monster. An absolute monster. I just want to get the blue buff. I'm going to take the turret, or take the lantern. I decide to run around the side. I see that Rengar is going to be going in on our mid. Here I come. Trying to save the day. Do I? Well, let's find out. I go in, use my ultimate, putting down the AoE damage, clearing out the waves as best I can. Rengar's going down. Shaco gets the kill on Rengar. And we're chasing Leona for a little while. And a little while longer. And that was a Thresh trying to get going there. He actually popped his talisman. Oh, and just misses the hook. That's when we decided time to get out of here. We push back the wave a bit. And I'm seeing that huge wave near our turret, and I say I don't want our turret to go down. I want to push that back. So off I go. I'm gonna speed this up a bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna push that out. Meanwhile, fight in the mid lane. Thresh gets the hook. Viger gets the assassination. Thresh, I must say, with those lockdowns, does help a lot. Whew, that's a lot of damage. Sorry about that. Okay, and they're now pushing down the mid lane. I've pushed out as best I can. I'm coming back towards our lane as fast as I can. And Kayle goes down to Shaco, so that's pretty good. Shaco's now ahead, 10-7-6. He's got some pretty good damage items. He's going full damage, full AD version. And we just force him out of lane. We're gonna push the wave back. Vayne is yet again split pushing bot, but this time she's got Shaco with her, so a little more protection there. I'm just backing. I've got no real gold here. No, I've got 1700 gold. I just decided to harass the Tristana, but then I realized this is not going well for me. In fact, with her lifesteal, she's just about got me. So yeah. And she does get me. So that was a test, and a test that I failed. So Vayne gets the Rengar, and that allows them to keep split pushing. So at least they're doing something right. I obviously screwed up by going in on Tristana. So I know at this point that I can't go on Tristana until I get more armor. I do get a Shroud, a Glacial Shroud. Shaco ends up getting both, gets the kill and also a tower there. Vigar goes down to Tristana, but Shaco also gets Vayne, and the first, other than maybe getting the Baron, we get the inhibitor, and that's one of the best things to happen to us all game. We're now down 6 kills. They're going to keep split pushing. I was hoping that they would actually help the mid tower, so I keep pinging on it, and I also typed in the chat that, hey, they're backing and getting back to you. They kill each other, so the EDCs both go down. Shaco gets out okay. Still, not ideal. They weren't able to get a turret out of it. I'm just going mid right now, make sure the wave pushes out. I ignore that, because whatever. I just wanted to push out the wave. I do have Banshees, I have a Rod of Ages, and I now have the Iceborne Gauntlet, which is going to help me with some AoE damage. Obviously very helpful. Red team is now playing back a little bit. They know they've got waves coming in. Now Baron's coming back up. And we actually do know it. I think Shaco in fact starts heading over here right away. I'm pushing out the wave, but then I see Rengar. I know I'm not going to be able to do too much. I'm just going to throw my seedling out. You can see it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. So Baron's up, but actually Shaco ends up just split pushing there. We're now backing out. Talisman of Ascension used by Thresh. Love that item. So good for disengages. I'm using my AoE as best I can. Shaco gets the kill on the turret. Good job by him. He's going in hard on Tristana. Not sure if Tristana's hitting the right one. She's not. Shaco gets out of there. Kayle's using her flash. Is it going to work it? Yep. There it is. There's the shutdown. Good job by Kayle to catch up with Shaco. That's not the easiest catch in the world. Meanwhile, I'm trying to head him off at the pass. We've got 3-2 here if we can do it right. I'm trying to go ham on Rengar, but he moves out of the way. Now I'm just working on Kayle. She goes invulnerable, but as soon as she stops being invulnerable, we're able to burst her down. I happen to get the kill. Wasn't anything fancy, we just wanted to do as much damage as possible. I just happened to get the last hit. Red team is now backing into their base because they see that we want to split push. We don't have a wave, but what I do is I start pinging on the turret. and I say, hey, let's go after this. So I use my ultimate to tank a little more damage. I'm not 100% sure it works on turrets. It's no real harm done anyway, though. With my Iceborne, though, I start throwing out my seedlings and my IQ so that I can do more damage with my auto attacks. I get out of there. I don't know why they didn't move the instant I did, but whatever. I'm low, so I get out of there. Throw a seedling because I knew I would need to get a little further back before I was going to back out. And there we go. Alright. Oh, I haven't thought... I'm sorry, guys. I haven't... If there's anyone in chat, I'm sorry I haven't thought to get my machine to go... You know, my pad to go look at chat while I'm doing this. So, I'll probably do that between the second and third games. So, Shaco's now going after... Just doing some jungling. Wow, he does a lot of damage. Okay. Now, their inhibitor is going to come back up soon. So things are starting to look better. We're actually ahead in gold. Still behind in kills, but ahead in towers 10 to 6. And Shaco's looking for a solo on this Baron. Pretty impressive what a Shaco can do. So, nothing like having something to tank it up for you. Now I'm going to use my ultimate. Put on my trinket just to make sure. I pop it right around the time he does, and Shaco gets the Baron for us. That is obviously very good for us. He's going to go teleport. He wants to split push, get that inhibitor again down. Going hard after Tristana. Lots of damage. She's putting damage back on him, though. He's got a GA, though, now. And she's going to look to wipe him as soon as he gets up. Oh, and the nice assassination. Good job by him, but the invisibility doesn't last. And he goes down. Now I'm pinging on the inhibitor. I'm wanting to go in and get that. I'm kind of ignoring the wave to some degree. I see Kayle. I'm just going to go in and try to force her out of here. I'm actually doing a lot of damage to her. She goes invulnerable. I'm just throwing out a... Our team is actually doing pretty well with the kills over here. The inhibitor goes down. I'm working on this inhibitor. Kayle's the only one left of them because we've managed to get some more kills. The inhibitor is about to go down. We're about to get 2 inhibitors. I'm throwing out seedlings every time I can. And actually, it's kind of unnecessary because our team has gone in. They just go ahead and take the Nexus. I was a little worried that, you know, the enemy team was going to come back out and push them back, and so I wanted a second inhibitor down. But it's all good. So what I'm going to do